Imagine this. You're walking down the street, smartphone in hand, maybe thinking about grabbing a coffee or finding a new bookstore. Suddenly, your phone buzzes. It's a notification. Get 20% off your favorite latte just 2 blocks away.
Right. Happens all the time.
Or perhaps later you're scrolling through your social feeds, see a friend raving about a new gadget, and with a single tap, boom, you're on the brand's site making a purchase. How did those businesses know exactly when and where to reach you? What sophisticated system, what invisible engineering is at play behind these perfectly timed digital nudges?
Yeah, it's not magic, is it? E-commerce doesn't just happen, it's engineered.
Engineered, I like that.
It really is. From the complex architecture of business models all the way to the intricate layers of cybersecurity, the digital economy runs on strategic thinking, robust systems, and, the people who know how to build and operate them. So today, we're pulling back the curtain on that strategic thinking. We're exploring how marketers craft connections in the digital age, focusing on this incredibly powerful trio of social, mobile, and local marketing.
The Solomo Nexus, as you called it.
Exactly, Solomo.
You're listening to The Deep Dive, and for today's expedition, we're drawing from Chapter 7, Social, Mobile, and Local Marketing, from E-Commerce 2023, Business Technology Society by Laudon and Traver.
Great foundational text.
Absolutely. And we're enriching it with cutting-edge insights from recent industry reports and academic studies, too. Our goal, really, is to give you a true shortcut to understanding how digital marketers are building connections and driving sales, right now in 2025 and looking ahead.
And our mission in this deep dive, especially for you folks in BCIS 5379, the technology of e-business, is to equip you with the essential knowledge and skills you need. We'll navigate the environment from operational and legal perspectives. We'll analyze the available technologies and really dissect the marketing strategies that are crucial for creating and operating an electronically based business.
So it's practical.
Very practical.
Yeah.
Think of this as not just learning what to do, but understanding how to build the systems that actually make it happen.
Okay, fantastic. Now, before we truly plunge into the depths of this fascinating topic, do us a quick favor.
Please do.
If you're finding these deep dives valuable, please take just a moment to like, subscribe, and share this deep dive. Your support genuinely helps us bring you more insider tips and knowledge that could truly position you for a bright future in your chosen career.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And remember, for additional resources that we'll mention throughout this deep dive, including links to some of the reports we're referencing, check out the description below. Okay, let's unpack this.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're kicking things off with what you called the Solomo Nexus. This incredible self-reinforcing interconnectedness of social, mobile, and local marketing.
That's the core idea, yeah.
For years, traditional online marketing was all about getting eyeballs on an ad, right? Just volume.
Yeah, exactly. It was a numbers game, mass reach, lots of impressions, kind of a broadcast model,
Shouting into the void sometimes.
Pretty much. But that entire philosophy, and frankly, the technology underpinning it, has fundamentally shifted. It's a different world now.
So how has it shifted? What's the big change?
What's truly fascinating here, and this is a critical insight for anyone in e-business, is the fundamental shift away from simply seeking those eyeballs to actually cultivating conversations. Laudon and Traver highlight this perfectly. We've moved from just mass reach and impressions to emphasizing engagement, actually building relationships.
So it's deeper than just views.
Much deeper. The real insight isn't just that broadcasting is, old school. It's that authentic interaction and dialogue. That's what builds trust and loyalty in a way that generic ads just never could. It's a really profound change in how we approach customer acquisition and retention in this digital age.
And it's not just the philosophy that's changed, is it? It's the actual device in your hand that enables this whole new approach.
Oh, absolutely. Remember the early days? We were all tethered to desktops for our online experiences.
Dial-up sounds, painful memories.
Oh, yeah. Laudon and Traver highlight how the primary technology platform has shifted so dramatically to smartphones and tablets.
Which are always with us.
Exactly. These devices aren't just smaller screens. They're literally closer to consumers, often within arm's reach at 247. This constant proximity offers marketers these unprecedented continuous engagement opportunities.
Right.
It fundamentally changes the user experience and, consequently, the marketing strategies we need to use.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture for e-business technology, that proximity is key.
It's absolutely critical. Mobile devices aren't just smaller computers. They're like extensions of ourselves, packed with sensors, location capabilities.
Knowing where we are, what we're doing.
Precisely. And this is exactly where that Solomo trio, social, mobile, and local marketing becomes so powerful and self-reinforcing.
Okay.
Laudon and Traver point out, most social network visits, they originate from mobile devices. Your smartphone is the main gateway to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, makes sense.
And crucially, those mobile devices are also the key for location-based and local marketing, often leveraging geo-targeting directly through those very social platforms. The technical integration here is pretty seamless.
It's like a beautifully circular relationship, isn't it? You're on your phone checking social media, and your phone knows where you are. Social media today talks about this concept of contextual relevance. Mobile implies proximity and action, right? So marketers can deliver highly relevant messages right when and where you might need them most.
Exactly. Think about it. You want what you want, when you want it, where you are.
Right then, right there.
And that capability, it fundamentally changes the value proposition of advertising. It's not just noise anymore, potentially.
So this raises a really important question for marketers, doesn't it? Especially, for students developing e-business solutions in BCIS 5379.
It does. Laudon and Traver stress this. Campaigns must be designed from the ground up with mobile access and local content in mind.
Not as an afterthought.
Definitely not. It requires an integrated management framework. This isn't about siloed efforts, where different teams handle social, mobile, and local separately.
Like passing the baton.
Right, which doesn't work here. It's about a holistic view where your e-business marketing strategy considers how these elements intertwine and reinforce each other.
Okay.
Understanding this integrated approach is vital. It helps you select appropriate e-commerce business models and craft marketing strategies that truly resonate with customers in today's mobile-first, socially driven, and locally focused digital environment.
Okay, let's really dig into the heart of so many online interactions. Social marketing.
Yeah, it's huge.
And it's not just about posting pretty pictures, right? It's a highly strategic, often very technical process designed to build brand affinity and ultimately drive sales.
That's the goal, absolutely.
Laudon and Traver lay out a clear 5-step framework, I think it's figure 7.4 in the text, that guides a brand from that initial contact all the way to a sale. It starts with fan acquisition, which is basically just attracting people to your social media presence, like getting them to follow your brand page or profile. Simple enough, first step.
Right, that's the starting gate. But once you have those initial connections, the next crucial step is engagement.
Okay.
This is where you encourage genuine interaction. Likes, comments, content shares, actual conversations. It's about fostering a two-way dialogue, moving beyond just broadcasting.
Shouting again.
Right. Moving to real interaction. But where many brands stumble here, I think, is underestimating the effort required for sustained, meaningful engagement. It's not just about chasing viral moments.
It takes work.
It takes consistent work. Then comes amplification. This is inspiring those engaged users to share your content with their own networks.
Word of mouth, essentially.
Exactly. They become organic advocates for your brand. And this leverages the immense power of social proof and peer recommendations, which, are often far more trusted than direct brand messaging.
Makes sense. People trust their friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when you consistently achieve that amplification, you start building a community.
Okay.
This is about fostering a loyal, engaged group of fans who feel a genuine connection to your brand and, importantly, to each other. It's no longer just a transaction. It ideally becomes a relationship.
A sense of belonging.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And the ultimate goal, of course, the bottom line, is brand strength and sales.
Right.
All that acquisition, engagement, amplification, and community building. It ultimately needs to convert into measurable business outcomes. Things like increased brand loyalty, stronger brand equity, and naturally increased sales.
It's a funnel, but maybe more like an ecosystem.
Ecosystem is a great way to put it. It's all about creating a robust, connected system that delivers tangible results for your e-business.
Okay, so if the philosophy has shifted to dialogue and we have this clear 5-step process, what are the big shifts happening right now that marketers absolutely cannot ignore? What are the cutting-edge trends shaping how these communities form and interact online today?
Yeah, things move fast. Sprout Social's latest report gives us a fantastic roadmap for 2025. First up, no surprise maybe, Video dominance is still king.
Still?
Still
What?
king. Whether it's short form like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, or even the resurging long form content, video remains absolutely paramount.
So invest in video.
Well, yes, but strategically. Sprout Social's Trend 1 highlights how platforms are achieving feature parity in video, meaning basically everyone expects good video tools now.
Table stakes?
Pretty much. But the real insight isn't just that video works. It's that authenticity in video, often through raw, short-form content tailored to each platform's unique language, is actually outcompeting highly polished, generic productions.
Interesting. Less polish, more real?
Often, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brands like Cheekbone Beauty are a good example. They strategically repurpose video content, sure, but they also tailor it. They might use LinkedIn for deeper, more narrative storytelling,
Sure.
and then YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram for those quick, engaging, short-form pieces that really resonate with the specific audiences on those platforms.
So the practical takeaway for, say, our students.
Invest strategically in video infrastructure, definitely. Develop efficient content repurposing workflows, but crucially, deeply understand the unique cultural nuances of each platform to effectively cater your video content. Don't just blast the same video everywhere.
Adapt.
Adapt. And this directly influences your media content strategy and, the technical solutions you might select for video hosting and distribution.
Okay, what's next on Sprout Social's list?
Next, cultural fluency is a must.
Cultural fluency. What does that mean exactly in this context?
It means social media is the epicenter of culture, right?
Yeah.
Something like 90% of consumers use it to keep up with trends. Brands absolutely need to understand online culture memes, trending sounds, influencers, emerging formats, all that stuff.
Right.
But here's the catch. It's a delicate balance. You can't just jump on every trend without a genuine connection. That can look really awkward fast.
Yeah, cringe-worthy sometimes.
Exactly. Trend 2 warns against that kind of inauthentic trend hopping. It can backfire spectacularly. Mark Jacobs on TikTok is often cited as doing this well. They reference niche trends, work with creators who genuinely fit the brand's vibe.
Okay.
They get praise because their engagement feels authentic, deeply integrated, not just like opportunistic.
So the core insight is?
Your brand should aim to set trends, or at least genuinely participate in them in a way that fits, not just blindly follow. And this requires a deep understanding of your target audience's online behavior, probably investing in social listening tools and having a sophisticated content strategy that prioritizes authenticity over just chasing virality.
Which relates directly back to developing those media content strategies we keep mentioning.
Absolutely. Strategies that are culturally resonant and help you avoid costly, embarrassing missteps.
Okay, trend number 3.
Trend number 3 is about strong brand storytelling and engagement. Authenticity, relatability, and entertainment are absolutely paramount.
Storytelling.
Yes. Consumers are looking for original content and genuine interaction. The report highlights how raw, first-person content often outperforms those highly curated, polished posts.
Why is that?
Because it feels more human, more trustworthy.
Yeah.
It breaks through the noise.
Gotcha. So the takeaway there.
It emphasizes the importance of having a unique brand voice and narrative. Your takeaway from Trend 3 is to use social media to support that unique brand story. Move beyond just salesy jargon and create genuinely engaging narratives that connect with people.
Makes sense. It's about connection, not just clicks.
Precisely, which is a direct input for developing a compelling media content strategy for your e-business, focusing on interactions that make your brand stand out.
All right, trend 4.
Trend 4 is the growing creator economy.
Influencers.
Well, yes, but it's broader now. It isn't just about massive celebrity influencers anymore. There's immense value in working with smaller, user-generated content UGC creators.
UGC, that's content from actual customers.
Exactly. Content created by your actual customers or fans, not just the brand itself. It feels more organic, more trustworthy. We're even seeing a rise in B2B creators on platforms like LinkedIn. LG's Brandfluencer program is an interesting example there.
So should businesses partner with these creators?
Trend 4 definitely encourages exploring long-term partnerships, and not just for content creation, but potentially for actually improving products and services.
How so?
Imagine creators providing valuable feedback on early product versions or beta testing your e-commerce features before launch.
Interesting. Using them for R&D almost.
Kind of. The core insight here is that authenticity scales better through distributed trust, via these micro-creators, than through just a big centralized endorsement. It blurs the lines between marketing and product feedback.
Okay.
So for your e-business, this integrates directly into strategic thinking. You're leveraging external talent, building an ecosystem that enhances both marketing reach and product development. And of course, selecting appropriate software solutions to manage those creator relationships.
Makes sense. Okay, trend 5.
Trend 5 brings us to AI as a solution to creative burnout.
AI helping with creativity. Seems counterintuitive.
You'd think so, but
Yeah.
about half of marketing leaders plan to maximize AI tools in 2025. AI is helping automate repetitive tasks, brainstorm ideas, and reduce that constant creative fatigue that plagues marketing teams.
So it's not writing the whole campaign?
Not usually, no. Andy Orso's use of AI to visually place a flag on the Salesforce tower is a great example of AI aiding creative execution, maybe rapidly generating visuals or hundreds of ad copy ideas.
Like a brainstorming partner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sprout Social calls it a sparring partner. For a BCIS 5379 student, the technical insight here is that AI isn't creating the full campaign, but it's becoming indispensable for generative tasks.
Like what?
Using large language models to quickly brainstorm ad copy variations, like I said, or maybe using computer vision algorithms to analyze competitor ad visuals for patterns, stuff that saves hours of manual ideation.
Okay.
Your takeaway here is to experiment with AI for efficiency and idea generation. Definitely not as a human replacement, but as a powerful tool.
Right.
This connects directly to selecting appropriate software solutions for your e-business, understanding how AI tools can significantly enhance your team's capabilities.
Got it. Moving on to trend 6.
Trend 6. Social search is a top priority.
Meaning people are searching on TikTok instead of Google.
Increasingly, yes.
Yeah.
YouTube and TikTok are now major search engines in their own right, especially for younger demographics. And AI-driven search features like Google's AI Overview are providing content summaries right in the results.
So SEO is changing.
It is. We're seeing the emergence of new fields like social engine optimization, SEO, but for social, and artificial intelligence optimization, AIO.
Wow, AIO, okay.
Yeah, the practical takeaway from Trend 6 is you need to optimize your content for social search across all relevant networks. Learn from how SEO pros are approaching AIO.
How do you do that?
It means understanding how TikTok's algorithm prioritizes certain video structures or how YouTube's recommendations work, optimizing titles, descriptions, hashtags, even video transcripts for both human and AI understanding.
So your content needs to be discoverable within the platforms.
Exactly. Where consumers are increasingly looking for information and product recommendations, it deeply influences your overall marketing strategy.
Okay, trend 7.
Trend 7. Niche communities go IRL. In real life.
IRL, so meetups.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Private communities on platforms like Instagram subscriptions or LinkedIn groups are growing, sure, but they're also extending into real-life events. Sprout Social mentions a group called 2202 that curates experiences, blending that digital community with physical interaction.
Interesting. Why is that happening?
It seems to signify a desire for deeper connections beyond just the screen. The brand takeaway is to invest in specialized trends that align with your audience and create meaningful brand activations, fostering community engagement both online and offline.
Build stronger bonds.
That's the idea. It builds a strong community around your brand, which directly contributes to brand strength, one of those 5 steps we talked about. Operationally, though, it presents challenges in event management and linking offline experiences back to digital analytics.
Right. Okay, trend number 8 sounds important.
It is crucial. Quality in product, commerce, and customer care trumps all.
So basics still matter.
More than ever, perhaps, 63% of consumers prioritize quality products and services above all else. Social media now impacts the entire customer journey.
Not just marketing.
Right. And prompt, personalized customer service is a top priority for consumers in 2025.
How prompt is prompt?
Sprout Social highlights that consumers expect a response within 24 hours. Many expect it much faster. Yeah. So the practical takeaway is address customer service promptly and proactively. Use social insights, what people are complaining about or praising, to actually improve your products and services. Shape holistic customer experiences.
So social media becomes a customer service channel.
A vital one. This directly impacts customer retention and loyalty. For your e-business, this means integrating social listening tools with your CRM and customer support systems. And of course, assessing key security issues related to handling customer data privacy in these interactions.
Makes sense. Trend 9.
Trend 9 looks at emerging networks offering opportunities. Newer platforms, like Threads was recently, are testing grounds for innovative strategies.
So jump on every new platform.
No, not necessarily. The advice is to be intentional and strategic. Don't just jump on immediately.
Okay.
The takeaway from Trend 9 is to give new platforms time to develop, then maybe experiment and learn, rather than immediately diving in with a full budget.
Be agile but not impulsive.
Exactly. This informs the decision-making for your e-business regarding which hardware and software platforms to invest in, ensuring the strategic approach, rather than just reactive adoption.
Got it. And the final trend, number 10.
Finally, trend number 10. Social data remains key.
Measuring results. ROI.
Yes. Proving social media ROI, return on investment, is absolutely crucial. 65% of marketing leaders need their campaigns tied directly to business goals.
Not just likes and shares.
Right. We need to evolve success metrics beyond just engagement, to include things like production efficiency, positive feedback sentiment, and how that data is used across different teams.
So tell a better story with data.
Exactly. It's about robust beta storytelling. Your practical takeaway from Trend 10 is to use strong data to demonstrate ROI. Leverage AI, maybe, for data visualization and sophisticated attribution modeling, and evolve your success metrics to accurately measure your social campaign's real impact on business goals.
Which ties back to...
It ties directly back to analyzing the components of an e-commerce business model and developing an appropriate e-business marketing strategy based on measurable outcomes. You need to identify key elements for tracking conversion rates, click-through rates, CTR, engagement rates, likes, shares, comments, impressions, customer lifetime value.
Real business impact.
Real business impact.
Yeah.
Moving beyond just the vanity metrics.
Okay, that's a lot to take in on trends. Let's maybe unpack this further by looking at some of the major social media platforms themselves. Each one's kind of its own little world, right? With its own user base, its own marketing sweet spots.
Totally different ecosystems, yeah.
We probably can't cover all 8 platforms mentioned in the source material in super deep detail, but let's maybe focus on a few key contrasting examples, just to highlight their strategic value for e-business.
Good idea. Which ones are you thinking?
Let's start with the enduring giant. Facebook, Laudon and Traver, and SEO Design Chicago show it's still immensely popular. What was it? 3.4 billion monthly active users projected for 2025.
Yeah, the scale is still mind-boggling. Its strength is really solid among the 18 to 49 age groups, and it's heavily integrated now with AI-powered tools for targeting and content optimization. They're even pushing metaverse features for more immersive experiences, though adoption there is still evolving.
So what's the key thing to understand about Facebook as an advertising platform now?
Well, the phrase pay to play is really critical here.
Just like a play.
Yeah. It means brands increasingly need to invest in paid advertising for their content to be seen effectively, even by their own followers. Algorithm changes prioritize paid content and personal connections over organic brand posts.
So organic reach is tough.
It's very tough. Now, it's marketing tools, reactions, brand pages, groups, ads in every conceivable format and placement, feed, messenger, video, mobile, live, watch. They offer incredible granular targeting capabilities. The analytics are super detailed.
Yes.
But conversion rates often hover around a pretty low 1%. So for an e-business student analyzing Facebook, you're looking at a dominant ad platform, a key component of many e-commerce business models. You leverage its deep AI insights into user behavior for precise targeting, but you also grapple with that ongoing challenge of balancing organic reach versus paid investment.
Okay. Let's contrast that with, say, the visual powerhouse Instagram.
Right. Huge overlap in ownership, but a very different feel. About 1.8 billion monthly active users projected for 2025, heavily favored by younger demographics, like 13 to 29-year-olds.
And visually driven.
Completely. Instagram prioritizes AI-curated visual content. It's pushing augmented reality, AR shopping experiences, and it has its integrated business suite now.
So how do businesses use it effectively?
Its marketing tools, brand profiles, ads like carousels, video ads, shoppable feed posts, stories, reels, hashtags, filters, direct messaging make it excellent for visual content, especially for product-focused e-businesses.
Right, you can show off the product.
Exactly. Its engagement rate is reported to be significantly higher than Facebook's, something like 70% higher, with a solid 9% follower growth rate. The challenge historically was the limited ability for clickable links, mainly just in the bio.
Yeah, that was annoying.
It was. Though shoppable posts and links in stories have really mitigated that now. The technical insight here is understanding how Instagram's AI curates user, feeds it, emphasizes visual appeal and engagement signals, and the increasing integration of AR for things like virtual try-ons. That requires specific technical skills in developing and deploying those AR assets.
So for a media strategy.
Crucial for visual storytelling and influencer-driven engagement, particularly for e-commerce brands that can really showcase products effectively.
Okay, let's talk about the sensation. TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah, rapid growth. Over 1.5 billion monthly active users late last year, fastest growing platform, huge concentration of users aged 16 to 24, like 41%.
And they're pushing e-commerce hard, aren't they?
Very hard. Advanced e-commerce features like live shopping, integrated payments, all powered by a famously sophisticated AI algorithm.
So what's the opportunity there?
Incredible opportunities for creative, short-form video content, obviously, and a massive global reach. 155 countries, 75 languages. The real technical marvel, though, is that algorithm.
The secret sauce.
Pretty much. It's a deep learning system constantly optimizing for watch time and conversion. It leverages vast amounts of user interaction data, what you watch, like, share, even how long you pause on a video.
So for businesses.
For e-business owners, understanding its kind of black box nature means you have to rely heavily on A/B testing content variations, constantly adapting to trends. And then there's the technical integration of things like live shopping APIs directly into their inventory and payment systems.
Which requires
Robust back-end infrastructure to handle real-time inventory updates and secure payment processing. It's not trivial.
What are the downsides?
Well, ads can be expensive. And there's that uncertain long-term stability, usership trends, plus the political risks. The U.S. ban threat that keeps popping up, though it seems paused for now in early 2025.
Right, that adds complexity, legal and political issues.
Big time. It raises important questions about the legal and political issues raised by e-commerce on a global scale. But despite those risks, that powerful AI algorithm makes it a really compelling platform for driving viral engagement, especially for brands targeting younger audiences with dynamic media content.
Okay, one more contrast. The professional network, LinkedIn.
Right, completely different ecosystem. Most popular for business professionals, 160 million U.S. users, mostly 25 to 49 high-income earners. Usage is maybe less frequent than other platforms.
But valuable for B2B.
Hugely valuable. It improves SEO rankings for small businesses. It establishes credibility. Laudon and Traver note its attractiveness to advertisers for branding to that highly educated professional audience.
So the value.
The technical and strategic value lies in its professional networking tools, its B2B lead generation capabilities, features like LinkedIn Learning, which can be leveraged for thought leadership and content marketing.
Are there downsides?
Paid services can be expensive, and there's definitely a higher volume of spam messages compared to other platforms. But for B2B e-businesses, LinkedIn is absolutely critical for lead generation, thought leadership, building professional networks.
Yeah.
It directly impacts your business model and marketing strategy.
It's about trust and expertise there.
Exactly. Not just selling widgets, building trust.
Okay, so we've dissected some major platforms. Now, what does this all mean for measuring social marketing results? It sounds like it's not as straightforward as just counting likes.
Oh, it's definitely not. While companies are pouring money into social media advertising, linking those likes and shares to actual financial outcomes, well, it can be quite complex.
Why is it so hard?
It raises that really important question. How do you truly measure ROI in social media advertising, especially when the interaction isn't a direct click to purchase? The International Journal of Research Publication and Reviews, IJRPR, highlights several challenges. There's the difficulty of connecting social engagement to financial results, like we said. There's a lack of standardization across different platforms. A like on Facebook isn't the same as a view on TikTok.
Okay.
And there's the sheer complexity of interpreting all this data into meaningful business decisions. It's a classic multi-touch attribution problem.
Multi-touch attribution.
Yeah, revenue often comes from multiple sources, right? Someone sees a social ad, then maybe they get an email, then they do a direct search for your brand.
Right.
Making a direct linkage back to that single social campaign is really hard.
Gotcha. It's not a straight line.
Rarely. Plus, campaign ROI varies significantly by industry and platform. An e-commerce brand selling clothes on Instagram will have totally different metrics and expectations than a B2B software firm generating leads on LinkedIn.
So we need to move beyond just those vanity metrics, the easy-to-count stuff.
Absolutely. Laudon and Traver's Table 7.1 and that IJRPR study point to more concrete key performance indicators, KPIs.
Like what?
We're talking about conversion rates, how many people took the desired action, click-through rates, CTR, how many clicked the link, and engagement rates, but looking deeper at likes, shares, comments, impressions relative to reach.
Okay.
The goal is to measure results at each stage of that social marketing process we discussed earlier, from fan acquisition all the way to sales, and then try to attribute revenue back to those touch points as accurately as possible.
How do businesses actually do that? What tools help?
Well, to address these challenges for e-business, Laudon and Traver suggest leveraging robust analytics tools. The Insight on Technology case mentions Sprout Social, for example, which helps companies develop integrated campaigns and provides analytics across multiple social platforms in one dashboard. IJRPR specifically recommends investing in tools like Google Tag Manager and UTM tracking for enhanced attribution.
Technical solutions.
Yes, these are technical solutions for tagging URLs to track exactly where your traffic originates. And crucially, leveraging AI for predictive targeting and personalization helps optimize ad spend before it even happens.
AI again.
AI again. Sprout Social also highlights AI for data visualization, turning those complex data sets into digestible, actionable insights, making it easier to contextualize impact and tell that data-driven story to stakeholders.
So it's not just about setting up campaigns and hoping for the best.
Definitely not. It means you can't just set it and forget it, right?
Yep.
The IJRPR offers key recommendations for optimizing ROI. First, strategic platform choice. No cookie-cutter approach. You have to tailor content and KPIs to each platform based on its unique audience and functionality.
Makes sense.
Second, test and optimize. Continuously A/B test everything your creative, your targeting parameters, your bidding strategies to refine performance over time.
Constant improvement.
Yes. And third, train teams. Ensure your marketing teams possess the analytical skills to interpret the data, understand the attribution models, and effectively optimize ad spend based on what the data is telling them.
Okay, so this really ties back to the learning outcomes for the course, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This directly addresses those BCIS 5379 learning outcomes. You need to be able to recall different e-business marketing strategies, sure, but critically, you need to develop an appropriate e-business marketing strategy based on measurable outcomes.
Right.
It's not just about throwing money at social media. It's about a data-driven, iterative approach that understands the nuances of each platform, selects appropriate software solutions, and constantly refines based on measurable results.
But social marketing isn't all sunshine and rainbows, is it? There are downsides, ethical considerations we need to be aware of.
Oh, absolutely, and we need to be very mindful of them. Laudon and Traver highlight a significant issue: loss of control.
What do you mean?
Once you put a message out there on social media, the firm doesn't have total control over it anymore. User feedback, whether it's positive or negative, can be widely broadcast, shared, commented on.
And it can really impact a brand's reputation.
Hugely. Sometimes virally, almost instantly. Things can blow up fast.
So that raises important questions about managing your digital presence, reputation management.
Definitely. And beyond controlling your own message, there's the critical concern of marketing to children.
Ah, yes. That's a big one.
It is. Laudon and Traver's Insight on Society case specifically addresses the controversies around exploiting personal information from young users, typically defined as under 13 by COPE. But concerns extend to teens, say 12 to 18. The Children's Online Privacy Protection Act in the U.S. It exists to protect children's privacy by restricting data collection and requiring parental consent for younger users.
Okay.
However, the line can still be blurry for marketers, especially with older teens, and the ethical tightrope walk is very real.
So for an e-business student,
For you, this directly relates to recognizing key security issues around data collection and privacy, and understanding the broader legal, ethical, social, and political issues raised by e-commerce. You must navigate these waters responsibly, ensuring your marketing practices are not just effective, but also ethically sound and legally compliant. It's non-negotiable for long-term success.
okay, let's shift our focus now, maybe zoom in on one part of that Solomon nexus: mobile marketing, reaching customers on the go.
The Mo in Solomo. Yeah, critical piece.
Laudon and Traver define it pretty simply: just using mobile devices to deliver consumer marketing messages. And if you just look around you right now, anywhere, you immediately understand why this is so vital.
Everyone's on their phone.
Constantly. It's growing incredibly fast. M-commerce, mobile commerce is expanding quickly, but mobile marketing is growing even faster, according to one of the figures in Laudon and Traver.
Yeah, the investment follows the eyeballs, or maybe the thumbs in this case. And what's truly fascinating here for e-business is the sheer dominance of smartphones.
Right. Not just any mobile device.
Not really anymore. Laudon and Traver point out that smartphones are the primary e-commerce platform, and that's due to several key technological advancements working together.
Like what?
Well, Larger, higher resolution screens make content display much better. Mobile search capabilities have improved dramatically. We've seen the rise of location and context-based discovery features. The phone knows where you are and what's nearby. And, of course, more sophisticated, integrated payment systems like Apple Pay, Google Wallet. They make transactions almost frictionless.
One tap and you've bought something.
Pretty much. And beyond just the phone itself, we live in this multi-screen environment.
Right, TV, laptop, phone, maybe all at once.
Exactly. Consumers routinely use TVs, desktops, and mobile devices simultaneously. So this means marketers can't just focus on one channel. They need coordinated campaigns across all platforms, ensuring a seamless brand experience regardless of the device the person is using at that moment.
Which required
Robust back-end systems, a unified content strategy, consistent messaging. It's complex operationally.
Okay, so what makes mobile marketing so incredibly powerful? What are the distinct advantages for an e-business?
Well, first, just easy accessibility. It's staggering. Over 90% of the global population uses mobile phones, and something like 70% access the internet via mobile now.
Wow.
And get this, SMS open rates, still incredibly high, almost 98%.
98%, that's huge.
It's almost unbelievable compared to email.
Yeah.
And 90% of those text messages open within just 3 minutes of being received.
Instantaneous reach.
Practically anywhere, almost instantly. That's a massive advantage.
Neatos.
Another big one is that it's remarkably cost-effective.
How so?
Well, you can often repurpose existing content designed for other channels.
Yeah.
Smaller screen sizes sometimes mean simpler, more concise content creation, which can reduce production costs. Plus, the precise targeting, especially using location data, reduces wasted ad spend. You're focusing only on highly relevant audiences. And many channels, like push notifications or SMS campaigns, can be relatively free or low cost to deploy, even at scale.
High impact, low cost. Sounds good.
It can be, yeah. It makes it a very attractive strategy for e-businesses, especially smaller ones.
Okay, and you mentioned location. That feels key here.
Absolutely. Here's where it gets really personal and powerful. Mobile marketing leverages location and personalization. Our phones are always with us, right? They're packed with GPS, Wi-Fi sensors.
Collecting data.
Constantly.
Amazing.
Enabling highly relevant communication based on real-time location, past habits, stated preferences.
Yeah.
That pizza notification we started with, that's mobile marketing doing its job by capitalizing on your current context, you're nearby, maybe it's lunchtime.
Right place, right time.
That's the goal. And this leads directly to immediate and impulse transactions.
Ah, the danger zone for my wallet.
Yeah, mobile capitalizes on that boredom scrolling, you know. Capturing attention in fragmented moments throughout the day and driving impulse purchases. It reaches people when they're looking for entertainment, information, or something of immediate interest.
So it's great for immediate conversion.
Incredibly effective, potentially. Plus, mobile content has high shareability and viral potential. Content can be easily forwarded, texted, posted to social media, increasing informal referrals and brand awareness at very low or even zero cost.
Free marketing.
The best kind. These are really powerful tools for developing an appropriate e-business marketing strategy that maximizes an immediate impact and organic reach.
Okay, but surely it's not all perfect. What are the downsides, the disadvantages of mobile marketing?
No, nothing's perfect. And the very immediacy that makes it powerful can also be a huge pitfall. There's basically no wiggle room for errors. If you make a mistake, a typo in an SMS, an incorrect offer in a push notification, a tone-deaf message, it's out there instantly.
Yeah.
Publicly. There's no time to recall it or fix it before people see it.
Ouch, so you need checks and balances.
You need robust QA processes, definitely. But more than that, for an e-business, this isn't just about quick apologies if something goes wrong. It's about having systems in place for immediate content moderation, maybe pre-approved response templates for common issues, and a team trained to handle potential viral backlash.
Real-time crisis management.
Exactly. It's a significant operational and reputational risk that needs to be factored into your business continuity plan. And that potential for viral spread we talked about, it can easily backfire.
Negative stuff spreads fast, too.
Just as rapidly, sometimes faster than positive content. A poorly received campaign can cause significant damage to brand reputation, which is incredibly costly and difficult to remedy.
Okay, what else?
Well, we can't ignore the potential costs to the user. While many channels are cheap for businesses to use, consumers might incur data charges or text message fees depending on their plan.
Less common now with unlimited plans, maybe.
Less common, but it still exists, and it can still affect engagement or cause annoyance if not managed carefully, especially internationally. You need to be mindful.
Good point. Any other big disadvantages?
Finally, there's the issue of limited accessibility for non-smartphone users. While the vast majority use smartphones in many markets, there's still a segment of the population, maybe older demographics or in certain regions, that might not be reached effectively by data-dependent mobile channels like apps or mobile web.
So you need to consider your audience.
Always. You have to factor this into your strategy. Maybe you rely more heavily on SMS for those specific segments, assuming they have basic mobile access. These considerations are vital when assessing key security issues and legal implications related to consumer interaction, accessibility, and data privacy.
Okay, so with all these pros and cons swirling around, what are the most effective mobile marketing strategies for 2025? What actually works?
Right, let's get practical. The mobile marketing guide we looked at outlines some really powerful techniques. First and foremost, non-negotiable. Responsive website design.
Meaning it looks good on any phone.
Exactly. But goes beyond just mobile-friendly. Your site needs to be truly optimized for a great customer experience, high conversion rates, and lower bounce rates on any mobile device, regardless of screen size or orientation.
Technical stuff involved there?
Yes. It involves things like fluid grids, flexible images, and using CSS media queries to adapt the layout dynamically. It's a critical technical consideration for any e-business.
Okay, what else?
Beyond just the website structure, the mobile-friendly content itself is key. Visually engaging elements, high-quality images, short videos, maybe GIFs are crucial for capturing attention quickly.
Keep it snappy.
Definitely. Copy needs to be short, concise, easy to digest on a small screen, use large, readable fonts, and critically include subtitles for videos.
Why subtitles?
Because most people watch videos on mobile with the sound off, especially if they're in public.
Ah, good point. Makes sense.
Very important for accessibility and just practical usability. This directly supports the development of a strong media content strategy for your e-business.
Okay, strategy number 3.
Use opt-in, opt-out forms. This is an absolute best practice, legally required in many cases, for gaining explicit permission before sending marketing messages.
Getting consent.
Yes, it helps you grow your subscriber lists ethically, maintain engagement with people who actually want to hear from you, and it makes customers feel safer and more respected, even if they choose not to sign up initially.
Right. And then there's SMS?
Yes, SMS text message marketing. Don't sleep on SMS. It's still highly effective, especially for time-sensitive offers, thanks to those incredible open rates we mentioned, nearly 100%, with 90% opened within 3 minutes.
So use it for urgency.
Urgency, flash sales, appointment reminders, integrating SMS with your CRM system to send personalized offers, and using coupons or discount codes are particularly effective tactics here.
Okay, what about ads?
Paid social media ads are obviously paramount, especially since, 76% of social media users access these platforms primarily via mobile.
Right, linking back to social.
Exactly. A/B testing is crucial here for optimizing your ad creatives, your targeting parameters, and your bidding strategies across various mobile-first platforms, like Instagram and TikTok. Find what works for your audience on mobile.
And visual content.
And as we discussed, GIFs and video content are essential for easy digestion and entertainment on mobile. You're great for product reviews, how-to guides, educational content, or simply capturing attention in that endless scroll.
Keep things moving.
Keep things moving.
Now, here's where the local part of Solomo really seems to shine in mobile. Location-based marketing techniques.
Oh yeah, this is where it gets really powerful. Mobile targeting, geo-fencing, geo-targeting. These techniques leverage real-time location data for incredible hyper-personalization.
Like that coffee shop alert when you're around the corner.
Exactly. Or maybe a discount for a competitor's product pops up when you're standing in their store that's geo-conquesting. It's using location to influence decisions at critical moments.
Wow. Okay, what else?
Another significant trend is voice search optimization.
Hey Siri, find pizza near me.
Precisely. With over half of homes having voice smart speakers back in 2022, and 43% of users apparently shopping using voice-enabled devices, optimizing your content for voice search is becoming vital.
Especially for local businesses.
Especially for local recommendations, yeah. It helps drive calls, visits, and ultimately sales. This requires focusing on natural language queries people actually speak and using structured data markup, known as schema markup, on your website so search engines understand your content better.
Technical SEO again.
Yep. Then there's in-app support. If you have a mobile app, providing live chat support within the app significantly improves the customer experience. It boosts retention and advocacy by providing immediate assistance without making them leave the app.
Convenient.
Very. Similarly, push notifications again for businesses with apps can send offers, reminders, or updates directly to a user's home screen. Especially useful for things like abandoned cart reminders.
Recovering lost sales.
Potentially significant revenue recovery strategy, yeah. And related, but slightly different, is in-app messaging.
How's that different from push?
In-app messages appear while the user is actively using the app. They're great for automated communications like onboarding sequences for new users, asking for preference updates, delivering promotions, and importantly, they usually reach all app users, often without needing a separate opt-in like push notifications do.
Okay. Subtle difference.
Subtle but useful. And finally, pulling it all together, personalized mobile marketing campaigns are vital, leveraging all the user data you ethically collect, location, purchase history, demographics, in-app behavior, to deliver highly targeted, relevant offers and content.
Making it feel like the brand knows you.
In a helpful, non-creepy way, hopefully.
This entire suite of strategies really informs your selection of appropriate hardware and software solutions, your marketing automation platform, your CRM, your analytics tools, and helps you develop that comprehensive e-business marketing strategy that reaches customers precisely where they are, both physically and digitally.
Okay, so moving from the broad strokes of mobile marketing to an even more granular focus, we arrive at local and location-based mobile marketing.
The low-end Solomo.
Yeah.
This is where that magic of hyper-targeting truly comes alive, isn't it? Laudon and Traver define it as a targeted marketing strategy focused specifically on reaching customers within a defined geographic area. Could be just a few blocks, could be an entire city.
And the mantra here is crystal clear. Proximity is power. For an e-business, especially one with any kind of physical presence or service area, this translates directly into real-world foot traffic and sales.
It's not just about online clicks anymore.
No, it's about driving offline action too. That's an essential distinction. Sprinkler and the Southern California News Group highlight the immense growth of those near-me searches. Google reported a staggering 200% increase.
200%, wow.
Yeah, it's huge because it reveals such high buyer intent. Think about this. 76% of smartphone users who conduct a local search actually visit a related business within a day.
3/4 of them.
Yep. And 28%, nearly a third, actually convert into a purchase. That's incredibly powerful. The example given was San Diego residents searching pickleball courts near me more than anywhere else, shows how local intent drives real-world action.
Right. It directly illustrates that RPO model you mentioned.
Exactly. Research online, purchase offline. Your e-business website or app might be the first touch point, but local marketing is often what drives the final physical transaction or visit.
So why is this kind of hyper-targeting so essential? What are the main benefits for marketers and e-businesses?
Well, several key things. First, like you said, it significantly increases footfall to physical stores or locations, turning that online interest into tangible offline action.
Gets people in the door.
Gets people in the door. Second, it improves brand awareness by optimizing for local search results. It makes your business visible exactly when and where people are actively looking for what you offer. Third, it's incredibly cost-effective, generally speaking. Because you're focusing your ad spend only on highly relevant, geographically proximate audiences, you reduce waste significantly compared to broader campaigns.
More bang for your buck.
Well, hopefully, yeah. And fourth, crucially, it delivers personalized experiences. Something like 71% of consumers say they prefer personalized interactions. Local marketing allows for geo-tailored content, offers even language that turns casual visitors into loyal community members by making them feel seen and understood.
Makes sense. So let's talk tech. What are the underlying technologies that make this hyper-targeting possible?
Right, the engine behind it. Location-based mobile marketing inherently relies on mobile devices to target messages based on someone's actual physical location. Laudon and Traver's Table 7.14 lists the major locating technologies, each with its own characteristics.
Okay.
You've got GPS Global Positioning System, uses satellites, offers high accuracy outdoors, then Wi-Fi positioning, which is often better indoors, using the location of known Wi-Fi networks. Geo-search relies on what the user types into a search engine, or sometimes their IP address. Cell tower triangulation is broader, less precise, based on which cell towers their phone is connecting to. And finally, sign-in registration uses explicit user data they provide, like a home or work address.
So different levels of precision.
Exactly. And these aren't just technical details. They are the absolute bedrock for these powerful, granular marketing capabilities. Understanding their accuracy, their limitations, their privacy implications, that's crucial for selecting appropriate hardware and software solutions and designing effective campaigns.
Okay, so how do these technologies translate into actual marketing capabilities? What can brands do with this location info?
Good question. First, there's geo-aware marketing. This basically identifies a user's general device location and then targets marketing to them, maybe recommending actions or offers near that location.
Like the weather app example.
Yeah, like a weather app suggesting nearby indoor activities on a rainy day. It's contextual, potentially helpful.
Okay.
Then you get more precise with geofencing. This creates a virtual perimeter, like a digital fence, often maybe 50 to 500 meters, around a specific physical location using GPS or Wi-Fi.
Right, the virtual bound.
Exactly. Sequel Tech gives a great example. A foodie is walking near a Halderam restaurant outlet, and as they cross that invisible virtual boundary, they receive a push notification with a special offer.
Ah, trying to pull them in right then.
Precisely. It can be incredibly effective for driving those impulse visits by capturing attention right at the point of decision when they're physically close.
Cool. What else?
Even more precise is proximity marketing. This uses more advanced short-range technologies like Bluetooth beacons, little hardware devices that broadcast signals, or NFC, near-field communication, the tech used for tap-to-pay.
Okay.
These allow for targeting within a venue. Apple's iBeacon, for instance, could automatically contact customers with specific offers or product information when they walk into a particular department in a store, maybe even considering their past purchase habits.
Super targeted. Almost creepy.
It can border on creepy if not done well. Consent and value are key. And finally, there's a more aggressive but often highly effective strategy: geo-conquesting.
Conquesting. Sounds like war.
A little bit. This targets customers who are physically near one of your competitors' locations.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sequel Tech cites Bridgestone tires achieving a 50% higher click-through rate, CTR, by specifically targeting ads to people located at or near their competitors' service centers.
Stealing customers right off their doorstep.
Essentially, yeah. It's using smart, location-aware advertising to intercept potential customers and influence their choice. For an e-business, these technologies are absolutely crucial. They influence everything from your hardware and software selection to how you collect and ethically use customer data for your marketing strategy, all while navigating those complex privacy regulations like GDPR and CCPA.
Okay, this is fascinating. Let's dive into the really juicy stuff. Effective, hyper-local marketing strategies and some real-world examples that make these concepts really sing. What's the first big strategy?
The first big one, absolutely critical for any e-business with any kind of physical presence or local service area, is to integrate local SEO.
Search engine optimization, but for local.
Exactly. Optimizing your entire online presence so you appear higher in local search results when people search for things near me.
How do you do that?
The cornerstone, as Sprinkler and Southern California News Group emphasize, is your Google business profile. Claim it, verify it, keep it meticulously updated.
What kind of info?
Ensure absolutely accurate NFP name, address, phone number consistency across all platforms is key. Embed relevant keywords like best pizza in town or emergency plumber Dallas naturally into your description, posts, services list.
Okay. Is Google Business Profile enough?
It's essential, but don't stop there. List your business on other relevant directories too: Facebook Places, Yelp, Foursquare, maybe industry-specific ones.
Okay.
For B2B, G2 and Trust Radius are vital.
Gotcha. Be everywhere relevant.
Right. And critically, geotag your online presence. Your website content, your local landing pages, even your image file names and URLs should reflect your local identity where appropriate, like bristol-marketing-company.com, or having separate pages for services in Austin.
Right.
Canva did this really well, using a specific Hindi phrase in their marketing to connect with the Indian market, even though they're a global brand. It shows true linguistic and cultural localization.
Nice touch. Okay, what's the next strategy?
Building on that local visibility, you need to actively target location-based ads.
Paying for placement in local results.
Essentially, yes. Google Maps ads are a prime example. You enable location assets in your Google Ads account, link it to your updated business profile, and use precise location targeting options in your campaigns. Target specific zip codes, cities, or even a radius around your business. Optimize your keywords to reflect location, like Best deep dish pizza in Chicago.
Makes sense. Target people who are actually nearby.
Exactly. And this is where geofencing really shines tactically. You can refine geofencing by selecting specific target locations, maybe a nearby mall, a park where your target audience hangs out, a convention center during an event.
And then hit them with an offer.
Yeah, offer exclusive discounts precisely when someone enters that predefined zone. Sprinkler mentions a brand called Sea Friends using geofencing ads effectively. Lidl, the grocery chain, apparently combined geofencing with social media and email for a simple $1 off milk coupon when people were near a store, showing that integrated approach again.
Clever. What about working with others?
Great point. Another powerful strategy is to partner with local influencers and brands.
Local influencers, not just the huge global ones.
Right. Micro-influencers, people with smaller but highly engaged local followings, often offer more authentic connections. Their audience trusts their local recommendations.
How do you find them?
Search local hashtags on Instagram or TikTok, like #YourCityFoodie or #DallasEvents, or use influencer marketing platforms that allow you to filter by topic, location, and audience demographics.
Okay. And partnering with other brands.
Collaborating with complementary, non-competing local brands lets you reach new audiences and share marketing costs. The example given was Tiger Beer partnering with the Singapore Tourism Board, leveraging each other's reach within that specific market. Amplifies the message locally.
Smart. Okay, what else? Competition focus.
Yes, definitely run competitor analysis and act on it. You could literally set up those geoconquesting campaigns near your competitors' locations to try and intercept their potential customers.
Like the Burger King example.
Exactly. Burger King's Whopper Detour campaign is legendary. They offered customers a Whopper for just 1 cent, but only when their app detected they were physically near a McDonald's location.
Ah, that's bold.
Super bold, super effective. It generated a massive buzz. Beyond conquesting, you should also use social listening tools to monitor your competitors' local activity, see what campaigns they're running, track their engagement spikes, their follower growth in the area, gives you valuable intel on local market dynamics.
Get insights from their efforts. Makes sense. What about customer content?
Absolutely. Don't underestimate the power of user-generated content, UGC. Encourage your local customers to share their experiences.
How?
Run local-specific promotions. Maybe offer a discount for sharing a photo at your location with a specific hashtag. Create official hashtag challenges that get people involved. Sprinkler points to Starbucks calling their employees partners as a great example of employee advocacy, empowering your own team to become authentic local brand promoters online.
Right, your employees are local too.
Often your best advocates. Other strategies include creating dedicated location-specific landing pages on your website, tailoring content and offers for particular neighborhoods or cities, optimized for local search terms, contacting local media outlets, local newspapers, radio stations, TV news for press releases about events or milestones, utilizing traditional digital out-of-home, DOOH, advertising like billboards, bus shelter ads in high-traffic local areas, and leveraging hyperlocal advertising platforms like Nextdoor, the neighborhood social network, Waze, navigation app ads, Yelp, TripAdvisor platforms with highly engaged local user bases.
Wow, lots of tactics. Can we see some specific brand examples? Those really bring it to life.
Definitely. Marvia provided some brilliant ones. The Big Biscuit, a restaurant chain, ran a Stuff the Bus school supply drive. But they made sure donations collected at each location stayed hyper-local, going directly to the school district served by that specific restaurant. Builds real community goodwill.
Nice. Very targeted giving.
Exactly. Taj Mahal Tea in India created a May Santoor billboard, basically a giant musical instrument that actually played classical Indian music only when it rained. A beautiful, culturally resonant celebration of the monsoon season, leveraging local weather as a trigger. Totally unique.
That's amazing. So creative.
Isn't it? And think about IKEA in Penang, Malaysia. They used local Hokkien dialect wordplay in their launch campaign. The Hokkien word for chick sounds like Kia, very similar to IKEA. They played on that similarity to connect deeply with the local culture, creating a memorable and endearing campaign right out of the gate.
That shows real local understanding.
It really does. McDonald's is a classic example, constantly localizing its menus. Patatas deluxe in Spain.
Yeah.
The McCrucket in the Netherlands. These aren't just lazy translations, they're deep cultural adaptations, showing respect for local tastes.
Right. They don't just offer the same burger everywhere.
No way. Pep Mattresses in India took it even further with transcreation. Instead of just translating one ad, they developed 7 unique ad creatives across 5 different Indian languages, each reflecting culturally specific humor and family dynamics around sleep and mattress buying. a profound understanding of diverse local markets within one country.
That's incredible attention to detail.
It is. Even global giants nail this sometimes. Coca-Cola adapted its Share a Coke campaign brilliantly in China. They didn't just translate names, they used popular Chinese nicknames on the bottles and partnered with locally dominant platforms like WeChat and QQ. The result? A reported 19% increase in sales there.
Wow, using local nicknames.
Yeah. And Snickers' You're Not You When You're Hungry campaign. A global concept, but brilliantly adapted across 58 different markets. You had the Betty White Super Bowl ad in the U.S.,
Classic.
the Hungarythm in Australia, where they actually lowered the online price of Snickers in real time when social media sentiment showed people were getting collectively angrier.
No way. That's hilarious and genius.
Isn't it? They had different versions with local DJs in Puerto Rico, a famous grumpy TV host in the UK. It proves a universal human insight can be localized with incredible creativity and impact.
Okay, these examples really show what develop an appropriate e-business marketing strategy and develop a media content strategy mean in practice. It's about integrating with local culture, language, humor, technology.
Exactly. It's deep adaptation, not just superficial translation.
No, it sounds complex. What are the big challenges of hyperlocal marketing? It can't be easy to manage all this.
No, it definitely comes with its own set of challenges that e-business students really need to understand. One major hurdle is maintaining brand consistency. As Sprinkler notes, it's genuinely hard to maintain a consistent brand voice and visual identity while also tailoring messages to diverse local tastes, dialects, cultural nuances across potentially hundreds or thousands of locations. It often requires dedicated local marketing teams or very sophisticated distributed marketing platforms to ensure brand governance doesn't get lost.
Keeping everyone on the same page, but letting them be local. Tricky.
Very tricky. And as more businesses adopt these hyperlocal strategies, it inevitably intensifies local competition. With more players vying for attention in smaller geographic areas and shrinking consumer attention spans, it just gets harder and harder to stand out. Requires even more precise targeting and compelling differentiated offers.
Okay. What about measuring if it's working?
That's another big one. It complicates ROI measurement. Tracking performance across dozens or hundreds of different locations can feel like comparing apples to oranges. Different markets have different costs, different levels of competition. It often requires sophisticated analytics, maybe even complex geo-lift studies, to really understand what's driving success and attribute results correctly.
Hard to know what's really moving the needle.
Can be. SequelTech also points out the risk of non-segmented targeting. Just relying solely on broad location targeting, like targeting everyone in a zip code, can lead to wasted budget if you're not layering on additional segmentation, demographics, interests, past behavior to reach the right people within that geofence.
So location isn't enough on its own.
Often not. It requires advanced data analytics and integration between your systems.
And then there's privacy.
Always privacy. Looming large. Privacy issues are a major concern for customers, rightly so. And the regulations, GDPR in Europe, CCPA in California, others emerging globally, are constantly evolving and generally getting stricter. Businesses need crystal clear opt-in and opt-out options, transparent data usage policies, and robust consent management platforms to build trust and ensure compliance. Assessing those key security issues related to customer data is paramount.
Huge legal and ethical dimension.
Yeah, massive. And finally, just developing an effective strategy itself can be a challenge, especially if you're a smaller business or new to mobile and local marketing. It requires thorough research into your target audience's mobile habits, meticulous competitor analysis in each local market, and creating detailed buyer personas that incorporate those specific local nuances. It's a significant upfront investment in strategy. So these challenges, they directly connect back to recognizing and assessing key security issues relating to the legal, ethical, social, and political issues raised by e-commerce. They shape how you select appropriate e-commerce business models, how you develop your marketing strategies, all while considering that underlying technical environment of geo-targeting tech, customer databases, secure payment processing, and privacy compliance tools.
Yeah.
It's a whole ecosystem to manage.
Wow. Okay, so after this really deep dive into social, mobile, and local marketing, the whole Solomon spectrum, how do we synthesize all of this? What are the practical takeaways for real-world e-business success, especially for someone, building or managing e-commerce solutions?
Yeah, let's try and pull the threads together. I think it really comes down to fundamentally connecting technical and business considerations.
Okay.
This whole deep dive, I hope, has clearly shown how the technical capabilities of these platforms, think AI tools for ad targeting, sophisticated geo-fencing software, responsive web design frameworks, secure mobile payment APIs, all that stuff, how those technical capabilities directly influence critical business considerations like your overall marketing strategy, your customer engagement models, your operational efficiency, your legal compliance, and ultimately, your return on investment.
The tech enables the business strategy.
Or shapes it, or sometimes limits it. For you, the learner, this means evaluating different hardware and software e-business platforms isn't just about comparing feature lists. It's about deeply understanding how those features translate into tangible business value and potential strategic advantage. You need to be able to identify the key elements of an e-commerce business model that these specific technologies support or enable.
Right. And that understanding feeds directly into developing an e-business marketing strategy, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Successful strategies today don't treat social, mobile, and local as separate silos anymore. They integrate these three pillars seamlessly. They adapt content, timing, and targeting for maximum impact across the SOLMO spectrum rather than using a lazy one-size-fits-all approach.
Tailoring is key.
Tailoring is absolutely key. You must be able to select the appropriate e-commerce business models to address a specific business problem or opportunity, and then analyze each component of that model: value proposition, revenue model, market opportunity, competitive environment, marketing strategy, to develop strong support for why your chosen model makes sense.
And the content itself matters hugely.
Immensely. This also means you need to develop a robust, thoughtful media content strategy. Based on what we discussed, you should prioritize creating engaging video content tailored for different platforms and contexts. You need to ensure cultural fluency and sensitivity in your messaging. Embrace authentic storytelling from both your brand and your user community. And rigorously optimize all your content for social search to enhance discoverability where people are actually looking.
All supporting the business goals.
All supporting your proposed revenue model by driving audience engagement, building trust, and ultimately encouraging conversions.
And crucially, you need to be able to measure success and optimize. You can't just guess if it's working.
No, guessing is expensive. In this complex, multifaceted SOLMO environment, measuring ROI requires identifying the right key metrics for each stage of the customer journey, not just vanity metrics. It requires investing in advanced analytics tools and the skills to use them. And it requires a fundamental commitment to continuous A/B testing and optimization of your campaigns based on data.
Always learning, always improving.
That's the mindset. You need to be able to recall different e-business marketing strategies, sure, but more importantly, analyze each component of their effectiveness for your specific situation.
Okay.
And the data-driven insights and the real-world examples we've discussed today, those provide a strong foundation for justifying strategic marketing investments in any professional e-business proposal you might develop. You can show why your plan makes sense based on evidence.
Right, making the business case. And finally, we cannot forget the ethical side, the operational side, ethical and operational resilience. So important, often overlooked until it's too late. Proactively addressing privacy concerns in location-based marketing, ensuring transparent data collection practices, obtaining meaningful consent, implementing responsible advertising practices, especially towards vulnerable groups like children. This is all absolutely paramount for sustained e-business success.
It's not just about following the law, is it?
No, it's not just about compliance, although that's the baseline. It's about building long-term trust with your customers and maintaining a reputable brand image in an increasingly skeptical world. Get this wrong, and the damage can be immense and lasting.
Yeah. So this speaks directly to recognizing and assessing the key security issues related to your proposed business solution. It's about understanding the broader legal, ethical, social, and political issues raised by e-commerce in your specific context. It's not just about what you can do with technology, but what you should do ethically and responsibly to build a resilient, trustworthy, and successful digital business for the long haul. And that includes selecting appropriate hardware and software solutions that prioritize security and privacy by design, not as an afterthought. Hashtag tag outro. Whew. We covered a massive amount of ground today, haven't we?
We really have. It feels like a whirlwind tour.
Yeah, from the integrated power of social, mobile, and local marketing, that whole Solomon Nexus idea, to dissecting the unique strengths and weaknesses of platforms like TikTok and Instagram, and diving deep into how brands are using those hyperlocal strategies to connect meaningfully with customers right where they are.
And we didn't shy away from the tricky parts, either the critical challenges of measuring ROI, the importance of ethical considerations in this whole dynamic landscape.
No, you have to address those. It's a complex, but honestly incredibly rewarding field to be in right now.
So remember that pizza deal notification, or the friend's product recommendation that started our conversation way back when.
Yeah.
It's not magic, right? It's the meticulous engineering of social, mobile, and local marketing working together.
Exactly. It's about understanding the systems, leveraging the right technologies, and deeply understanding consumer behavior and context to create those precise, personalized, and hopefully impactful connections with customers. It's all about building the technology of e-business, making it work effectively and responsibly.
Right.
We really hope this deep dive has given you a clearer, maybe more profound picture of the strategic thinking and the underlying systems that power so much of the digital economy today.
Yeah, hopefully super useful insights.
And if you found value in our conversation, please take just a moment to like, subscribe, and share this deep dive. Your engagement genuinely helps us continue to provide these detailed insights for your career growth and learning journey.
We really appreciate it. And don't forget to check the description below for all the additional resources we mentioned today, links to reports, and further reading.
Definitely check those out.
So, as you look around, maybe even glance at your own smartphone right now, consider how many brands are trying to reach you, probably through these very channels we just discussed. Here's a thought to leave you with. What's one unexpected, maybe even delightful way a brand could use social, mobile, or local marketing to truly earn your attention without feeling intrusive or annoying? What would that look like for you?
Interesting question to ponder. Every transaction, every connection, every innovation, it all starts with someone who understands the system behind the screen. Until next time, stay curious, stay strategic, and keep turning complexity into opportunity.